Here's what you told Bill Bennett on his radio show on Monday. There are neighborhoods in Baghdad where you and I could walk through those neighborhoods today. The U.S. is beginning to succeed in Iraq. Everything we hear that if you leave the so-called green zone, the international zone, and you go outside of that secure area, relatively speaking, you're in trouble if you're an American.
That's where you ought to catch up on things, Wolf. General Petraeus goes out there almost every day in an unarmed Humvee. I think you ought to catch up. You see, you are giving the old line of 3 months ago. I understand it. You certainly don't get it through the filter of some of the media, but I know for a fact of much of the success we're experiencing, including the ability of Americans in many parts, not all. We've got a long, long way to go. We only got 2 of the 5 brigades there to go into some neighborhoods in Baghdad in a secure fashion.
Also today, Republican presidential candidate Senator John McCain was in Baghdad and was escorted by heavily armed troops to a downtown market. He then insisted a U.S.-Iraqi security crackdown in the capital is working. NBC's Tom Aspel reports from Baghdad.
Staunch supporter of the military effort.
In Baghdad today, Senator John McCain said the American people were not getting an accurate view of what's happening here.
They're not getting the full picture of the drop in murders, the establishment of security posts throughout the city, the situation in Anbar province, the deployment of additional Iraqi brigades who are performing well.
McCain fielded a question about a statement he'd made last week.
That you said there are areas in Baghdad that you can walk around freely.
Yeah, I just came from one.
He and his delegation had just spent an hour walking around an open-air market. The U.S. military, which provided stills pictures, told NBC News the market was a 3-minute drive directly across the Tigris River from the Green Zone, and that McCain's delegation was guarded by more than 100 American soldiers with 3 Black Hawk helicopters and 2 Apache gunships overhead.
In that old Beach Boys song, Bomberan, Bomb, bomb, bomb. Anyway,